News when you want it with Bloomberg News Now. I'm Monica Ricks. The British military's UK Maritime Trade Operations Center says a bulk carrier has been reported being attacked by multiple small craft near the Strait of Hormuz. All crew are safe, but we still don't know why it was attacked, and the report now warns vessels to transit with caution. Yesterday, tracking data shows a supertanker hauling liquefied petroleum gas to India crossed despite limited access in the waterway. Iran has said ships not affiliated with the U.S. or Israel can pass if they pay a toll. This comes as President Trump says he's reviewing a new 14-point Iranian proposal, including a demand to end the war in the next 30 days.
I haven't. I'm looking at it up here.
Bloomberg News defense reporter Jen Judson weighs in from Washington.
We're getting to a point where this is an endurance game, and this kind of operation we're burning through ships and crews and munitions. And the key point here is that there's no timeline.
That's Bloomberg's Jen Judson on Bloomberg This Weekend. The president's also pushing back on a Congressional War Powers Act citing a ceasefire between the two countries, which he says means he doesn't need permission to continue this war. OPEC Plus nations agreed to a modest oil production increase today, adding 188,000 barrels a day next month. That hike was expected by delegates before the UAE's shocking exit, but an actual restoration of those barrels will depend on the Strait of Hormuz being reopened and oil production being restored. Meantime, higher pump prices are showing little signs of lowering, which could force consumers to cut back even more on spending. Kenneth Kim is a senior economist at KPMG.
We could see it impacted, for second quarter, pretty much going on right from here on out. Consumers as well as businesses are dealing with higher, energy prices, and, they're paying it out of their wallet or pocketbooks. And that means less spending for other, discretionary items.
Right now, AAA's got the national average at $4.44 a gallon. Thousands of travelers are still scrambling to get back home following Spirit Airlines' abrupt closure yesterday, including this woman who's among cruise ship passengers stranded in Houston.
We are hanging dry, and it's not right. It's not right.
Spirit shut down operations after failing to secure a bailout deal from the federal government, on top of rising jet fuel costs due to the war. Other low-cost carriers are still struggling, but Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says the government's not coming to their rescue either.
We would be a lender of last resort. If they can find dollars in the private markets, I think that's better for them.
As for the 17,000 people who worked for Spirit, Duffy says other airlines are ready to hire them. The San Diego Padres have reached an agreement to sell control of the team to an investor group led by Quanta Jones and Jose Feliciano. The sale still has to be approved by Major League Baseball, but Jones and Feliciano say they're committed to building on the strong foundation established by the Seidler family and bringing a world championship to San Diego. Investors will be watching a busy economic calendar in the week ahead. Bloomberg's Karen Moscow has a preview.
It all begins Monday with a report on factory orders. Then Tuesday, it's new home sales, the trade balance, JOLTS job openings, and ISM services. We get a look at private payrolls from ADP on Wednesday. Thursday, it's construction spending and the weekly report on initial jobless claims. The April jobs report is out on Friday, and early estimates point to a slowdown in growth in U.S. non-farm payrolls from March's 178,000, with the jobless rate holding steady. And we'll also hear from a number of Fed officials in the coming week. Karen Moscow, Bloomberg Radio.
The United Auto Workers says it plans to hold a strike authorization vote next week at a Ram pickup truck plant in Sterling Heights, Michigan. About 6,000 workers are represented by the union there. The UAW says Ram owner Stellantis is hiring outside contractors to do work inside the plant rather than allowing skilled tradespeople to bid on that work as required by their contract. And history yesterday at the Kentucky Derby, where Sherry DeVoe became the first woman to train the winner of the opening leg of the Triple Crown. Golden Tempo took home the top prize. And that's news when you want it with Bloomberg News Now. I'm Monica Ricks, and this is Bloomberg.